Before you close your eyes and let the darkness of the room settle in, please consider subscribing to support Jesus at the Door, because I truly believe you were led to this exact moment for a reason. You are lying there, scrolling, searching, trying to distract your mind from the heavy quiet of the night. But God is whispering something so profound to you right now, and if you just pause for a second, you will hear it. You are so incredibly tired, and I do not just mean the kind of tired that comes from a long day at work or running errands. I mean a deep, soul-level exhaustion, the kind of weariness that seeps into your bones when you have been trying to be strong for way too long. You have been carrying a weight that was never meant for your shoulders. Every day you wake up, put on a brave face, and step out into the world, pretending that you have everything under control. You smile at people, you help others with their problems, you show up where you are needed, but inside, you feel like you are barely holding on by a thread. The world sees your strength, but God sees your struggle. He sees the silent battles you fight every single day just to keep moving forward. Think about the quiet moments, like right now, when the house is still, the world outside has stopped moving, and it is just you and your thoughts. That is when the mental battlefield truly opens up. Suddenly, every mistake you think you made today starts playing on a continuous loop. You worry about the bills that are sitting on the counter, calculating numbers in your head until your vision blurs and your chest tightens. You think about that relationship that feels fractured, wondering if you said the wrong thing or if you are simply not enough to make them stay. You think about your future, staring into a fog of total uncertainty, feeling this crushing pressure that you are somehow falling behind in life. It is terrifying, isn't it? The feeling that you are walking a high wire without a safety net, absolutely terrified that one wrong step, one bad decision, will send everything crashing down around you. You have shed silent tears in the driver's seat of your parked car, just trying to gather yourself before walking through your own front door. You have stood in the shower, letting the rushing water hide the fact that you are breaking down. You have given so much of yourself to situations and to people, only to feel empty at the end of the day. We do this because we are afraid. We grip the steering wheel of our lives so tightly because the illusion of control is the only thing that makes us feel remotely safe. If we can just plan enough, work hard enough, overthink every possible scenario, maybe we can prevent the pain. Maybe we can protect ourselves from being hurt again. But look at what that relentless control is costing you. It is costing you your peace. It is stealing your rest. It is turning your own mind into a prison of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. God is watching you exhaust yourself in this endless spinning cycle, and His heart aches for you. He sees the immense effort. He sees how desperately you are trying to be a good person, to provide, to protect, to heal. But tonight, His whisper is a gentle, loving command to finally let go. He is not asking you to try harder tomorrow. He is asking you to stop trying to do it all by yourself. He is saying to your spirit, "Child, release it to me." Just imagine those words filling the quiet space of your room right now. You do not have to figure out tomorrow tonight. The grace you need for tomorrow's unique challenges will not even arrive until the sun comes up. Right now, in this very second, your only assignment is to surrender. Surrender the impossible, suffocating expectations you have placed on yourself. Surrender the guilt over things you simply cannot change. Surrender the paralyzing fear of the unknown. Imagine taking all of those heavy, jagged pieces of your life, the broken dreams, the financial stress, the health anxieties, and literally placing them into the hands of the Creator. Those hands fashioned the galaxies, they carved out the oceans, and they are more than capable of holding your fragile heart. If you are ready to let go of that heavy burden and trust His warm embrace tonight, I want you to simply type "Amen" in the comments below as a physical act of releasing your worries to Him. Let that single word be the key that unlocks the prison of your anxiety. When you truly let go, something miraculous begins to shift deep within your spirit. You start to realize that what you thought were painful rejections were actually divine redirections. Think about that door that recently slammed shut in your face. It hurt deeply. It felt like a massive failure or a sign that you were on the wrong path. But God was standing in that doorway, firmly blocking you from a path that would have ultimately drained your spirit or harmed your future. He closed that door because He has a room prepared for you elsewhere, one filled with blessings you have not even thought to ask for yet. The frustrating delays you are experiencing right now are not God's denials. This waiting season you are trapped in is not a punishment for your past mistakes. It is preparation. God is actively working in the unseen places of your life. Just because the soil is dark and quiet does not mean the seed isn't growing. He is orchestrating behind the scenes, aligning the right people, the perfect opportunities, and the profound healing that your life desperately needs. You need to stop speaking to yourself with such incredible harshness. The voice of the enemy wants you to focus exclusively on your flaws, your past missteps, and the countless ways you feel inadequate. The enemy wants you to lie awake, replaying your deepest regrets until you feel entirely worthless and defeated. But God's whisper completely cuts through that toxic noise. He is whispering your true identity over you right now. He calls you chosen. He calls you forgiven. He calls you fiercely and unconditionally loved. The version of you that you are so hypercritical of is the exact version of you that Jesus deemed worth dying for. You do not have to magically clean yourself up, fix all your complex problems, or reach a certain level of financial or social success for Him to love you. His perfect love meets you right here, in the messy, unfinished, exhausted reality of this current moment. He loves the you that is too tired to pray. He loves the you that is confused. So as the night deepens around you, I want you to consciously command your body and your racing mind to relax. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the profound awareness of His presence. And exhale the bitter tension you have been carrying all day long. You are completely safe. The world will keep spinning tonight without your constant vigilance. You can afford to close your eyes. God's angels are encamped around your home, around your room right now. They are standing guard over your mind, your spirit, and your loved ones. The darkness outside your window is not something to fear, because the light of the world is sitting quietly beside your bed, watching over you with a love so deep it defies human logic. Tomorrow will undoubtedly have its own moments, its own unexpected joys, and its own steep hurdles. But you will not face a single one of them alone. You will wake up with fresh mercy, a renewed spirit, and the quiet, unshakable confidence that the architect of the universe is actively fighting for you. The battles you thought were yours to fight have already been won on your behalf. The raging rivers you thought you had to cross on your own will miraculously part when your feet touch the water. Rest in that profound truth tonight. Let it be a heavy, warm blanket over your weary soul. God is whispering, I love you, I have you, everything is going to be all right. Drift into that promise. Let the peace that surpasses all human understanding wash over you, completely and totally, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Sleep now, knowing you are held securely in the palm of His hand, and absolutely nothing in this world can ever snatch you away. There is a specific kind of silence that only happens at this hour of the night. It is heavy. It settles over your room, pressing down on your chest, while the rest of the world is blissfully completely unaware of the storm raging inside your mind. You are staring up at the ceiling, or maybe watching the shadows shift across the wall, feeling an ache so deep it almost feels physical. It is the ache of trying, day after grueling day, to hold everything together. You are the one people rely on. You are the one who is supposed to have the answers, the one who swallows their own panic to keep the peace, the one who shows up and does the work even when your spirit feels like it is running on empty fumes. But tonight, in this quiet dark, the armor is off. And without the distractions of the daylight, the truth is staring you right in the face. You are completely and utterly depleted. You are grieving the gap between where you are right now and where you desperately thought you would be by this stage of your life. You think about the sacrifices you make that go entirely unnoticed. Think about earlier today, or perhaps sometime this week. Maybe you were standing in the middle of a crowded grocery store, staring blankly at a shelf, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a wave of profound sadness washed over you. The noise of the store faded, the fluorescent lights felt too bright, and for a split second, you just wanted to drop your basket and walk away from everything. But you didn't. You blinked back the moisture in your eyes, took a shallow breath, put the item in your cart, and kept walking. You went home, you unpacked the bags, you answered the messages, you smiled. You performed the role you have been assigned in your own life flawlessly. But inside, you were silently screaming for someone, anyone, to just look at you and say, "I see how hard this is for you. Let me carry this for a while." You have become a master at hiding your pain. You disguise your exhaustion as being just busy. You mask your deep-rooted fear of the future as being focused on planning. But God sees the raw, unedited footage of your life. He sees the moments you sit at the edge of your bed, staring at the floor, wondering if you actually have the strength to do it all over again tomorrow. He sees the complicated grief you carry for the relationships that slowly eroded, the friendships that faded without explanation, and the apologies you are never going to receive but still desperately need. Right now, as you lie there, your mind is probably spinning a web of endless questions. Why is this season lasting so incredibly long? Why does it feel like every time you take one step forward, you are immediately shoved 3 steps back by an unexpected expense, a sudden illness, or a harsh conflict? You feel like you are standing in the middle of a desert, scanning the horizon for just one single drop of rain, one sign that things are going to change. And the longer the drought lasts, the louder the whispers of doubt become. The enemy loves to corner you in these late-night hours. He whispers that your current struggle is proof that you have been forgotten. He tries to convince you that this heavy, suffocating anxiety is your permanent address, that you have somehow messed up God's plan for your life, and now you are just dealing with the leftover scraps of what could have been. But I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. Listen past the ticking of the clock. Listen past the rhythm of your own anxious heart. God is leaning down from the heavens, drawing close to your weary spirit, and He is whispering a truth that shatters every single lie of the enemy. He is saying, "I have never for one fraction of a second looked away from you." That feeling of isolation, it is an illusion. The tears you cried in frustration when you thought absolutely no one was watching, He caught every single one of them. He knows the exact weight of the burden you are carrying, because He has been walking beside you, holding the heaviest part of it, even when you felt entirely alone. You have been looking at your current situation as a punishment, or at the very least, a massive failure on your part. But God is whispering that this fiery furnace you are walking through is not meant to burn you to ashes. It is meant to refine you. It is meant to burn away the things you were never supposed to carry into your next season. Think about a massive ancient tree during a violent storm. When the hurricane winds howl, the branches thrash wildly, the leaves are stripped away, and it looks like the tree is being violently destroyed. But beneath the surface, hidden in the dark, damp soil, the roots are actually digging deeper. They are gripping the bedrock with a fierce desperation, anchoring the tree in a way it never would have if the weather had remained perfectly calm and sunny. You are in the storm right now, and it feels destructive. It feels like pieces of your life are being torn away. But God is using this exact turbulence to push your spiritual roots so deep into His foundation that absolutely nothing in your future will ever be able to uproot you again. You are asking him to change your circumstances, to fix the bank account, to heal the body instantly, to bring back the person who left. And sometimes he does perform that sudden miraculous rescue. But more often, his greatest miracle is what he does inside of you, while the circumstances remain exactly the same. He is teaching you how to find a pocket of profound, unshakable peace right in the middle of the chaos. Let go of the timeline you have created in your head. That rigid schedule of when you should be married, when you should be financially free, when you should have it all figured out. That timeline is crushing you. It is a man-made metric that is entirely irrelevant to God's eternal calendar. He is not bound by your delays. The time you think you have wasted, the years you feel the locusts have eaten away, the wrong turns you took. God is the ultimate redeemer of lost time. He can take the shattered, mismatched fragments of your past mistakes and your deepest regrets and piece them together into a mosaic of breathtaking purpose. But you have to hand him the pieces first. You cannot ask him to heal your heart while you are still fiercely protecting the very things that are breaking it. I know you are afraid of what tomorrow will bring. The anxiety sitting on your chest right now is projecting a terrifying movie of the future, showing you every possible way you could fail, every way you could be rejected, every way you could end up totally broken. But anxiety is a liar. It is a false prophet that only predicts doom. God is whispering an entirely different narrative over your tomorrow. He has already walked into your future. He is already standing in the middle of next week, next month, and next year, and he is preparing the way. He is softening the hearts of the people you will encounter. He is moving resources into position. He is unlocking doors in the unseen realm that you don't even know you are walking toward yet. You do not need to be strong tonight. Please, hear that and let it sink into your bones. You do not need to be the brave one. You do not need to be the provider, the protector, or the problem solver. For the next few hours, you are simply allowed to be a child who is exhausted, who has scraped their knees on the harsh realities of this world, and who just needs to be held by their Father. Feel the physical tension in your body right now. Notice how tightly you are clenching your jaw. Notice how your shoulders are hiked up, carrying invisible weights. Notice how shallow your breathing has become. God is speaking to your physical body just as much as he is speaking to your spirit. He is saying, rest, soften, release. Command your muscles to let go. Command your mind to stop spinning the same desperate calculations over and over again. When a terrifying thought tries to re-enter your mind tonight, I want you to mentally visualize yourself handing it over to him, like placing a heavy stone into the hands of someone infinitely stronger than you. Let him carry the stone. The dawn is going to break just like it always does. The sun will rise, painting the sky with fresh colors, and with it will come new mercies, new grace specifically measured out for whatever tomorrow requires. You will not face a single email, a single conversation, or a single challenge without his Spirit walking intimately beside you. But the work of tomorrow cannot be done tonight. Tonight is holy ground, dedicated solely to your restoration. As you drift closer to the edge of sleep, allow his presence to fill the room. Imagine a warm, golden light radiating from the corner of your room, pushing back every shadow, dissolving every trace of fear. It is a love so pure, so overwhelming that it completely defies human understanding. It is a love that looks at all your flaws, all your hidden shame, all your secret doubts and says, "You are still completely mine, and you are entirely beautiful to me." Let your breathing slow down. Sink deeper into your mattress. Give yourself completely over to the quiet. You are safe here. You are fiercely protected. The battles are being fought on your behalf while you sleep. The healing is flowing through your veins while you rest. Trust in the whisper that tells you everything, absolutely everything, is going to be worked out for your ultimate good. If this message found its way to your heart tonight and brought you even a fraction of the peace you so desperately needed, consider subscribing to Jesus at the Door. We are building a sanctuary here, a quiet place to retreat when the world becomes too loud. Share this message with someone you know who is fighting a silent battle tonight. And as you finally close your eyes, remember, He loves you, He has you. Sleep well.
My child, before you go, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell icon, and comment if you believe I am guiding your life. May blessings follow you today.